In August of 2017, we headed out to Zermatt in Switzerland to film a promotional video for Summit Worldwide ahead of the release of their new goggle, the Talisman. The crew consisted of Summit Worldwide team skiers Will Tucker and Francesca Lee, along with Summit owner and founder Simon Reddy. We also met up with other Summit Worldwide team skiers out there, Bradley Fry and Tom Greenway, who are out there training, and myself, Jack Tompkins, along to film and take photos. We'd all been in various parts of the world beforehand, so we met up in Geneva Airport, somehow managed to fit all of our gear into the rental car and drove up the mountain towards Zermatt. We only had 3 days to shoot several promotional videos, as well as produce all the photo content for the marketing campaign, so we were really keen to make the most of our time there. We were up at 5:30 AM every morning, getting the first lifts up onto the glacier. Getting up early was definitely worth it for the spectacular view of the Matterhorn at sunrise. In the weeks leading up to our trip, there'd been a lot of snow, but as soon as we arrived, there was 3 days of perfect sunshine forecast. So by the time we got to the top of the glacier that first day, we were super excited and just couldn't wait to get going.
We are an incredibly lucky bunch of people to be on a very, very sunny glacier. It's our first day here of the trip to try and get some footage for the release of this new goggle in December, which we're very excited about. Highlight was definitely Tom catching an edge, trying to go switch roadie 5 and kind of set half a switch misty 5 and then crash his shoulder into the knuckle. It's always fun to watch young people bounce, because I know I don't do it that well anymore.
On the first run, Tom Greenway and I filmed together. He took a massive slam, and I think collectively we were all really worried it was going to put him out for the rest of the trip. But he jumped straight back up, got back on the lift, back to the top, and started stomping tricks with the camera straight away. The glacier closed at 2 PM every day, but we were still really keen to make the most of the time we had there in the afternoons. We'd heard about a really picturesque spot with a beautiful view of the Matterhorn in the background and wanted to go and shoot some interviews up there. So one afternoon, we headed off in search of that spot. We thought it was going to be really easy to find and just a short walk away from the lifts, but that couldn't have been further from the case. We finally found the lake several hours later, and although it was completely by accident, our timing really couldn't have been more perfect, and the views at sunset were absolutely spectacular. In the end, what we'd hoped was going to be a 45-minute project turned into a 6-hour mission, but the views on the way down were truly spectacular, and I think we're all really glad that it worked out the way it did. On the final day, we headed up again for sunrise and spent a good hour taking photos and videos in the beautiful early morning light. We went all out on that final day to make sure that we had everything we needed before we flew home later that evening.
We've come to the very end of a very nice trip. I feel like this is one of my favourite points of skiing. The day I finish a week or session or whatever, I'm not frustrated, then that's the day I need to quit. Because there's always more. Skiing's infinite, you can always get better. You can always just be a bit neater, there's always another 180, you know? So I'm really, really happy. I loved it, I enjoyed it so much, but it opened my eyes up to more things I can do.
Only being out in Zermatt for 3 days and with a whole load of content to produce while we were there meant the trip went really, really fast. But looking back and reflecting, I think it was a really special experience for all of us, just to hang out and get to know each other a little bit better, and also just to enjoy skiing together and working on content that we're really proud of.
Amazing, thank you so much Zermatt Bergbanen for building this scale of park in the summer, and obviously my biggest thanks has to go to Summit Worldwide for bringing us here and giving us the opportunity to learn some new tricks, to train, to take some videos. Just so thankful for life and everything right now, mate, it's beautiful.
Love it.